Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lighting Controls Podcast, coming to you live from the LEDucation show floor. We are right down in the lobby, and if you haven't come by to say hi yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. But let me take a minute to remind everyone, today's live stream is presented by the LCA, the Lighting Controls Academy, and financially supported by NAILD, the National Association of Innovative Lighting Distributors. And we cannot thank our sponsor enough for today, RepSpec. They're an amazing AI tool for everybody out there if you're in this industry to help you generate your specs, your submittal package, take all that documentation that used to take you hours to pull together and do it in minutes instead. RepSpec AI, make sure you check them out. All right, let's jump into the conversation. So we have Tom from CK, Signify, with us. Why don't you give us a little bit of update on what's going on with you guys?
Great, happy to do it. Glad to be back at LEDucation again. This has been a great show. Lots of people here. After a couple of bleak years, with the COVID pandemic, the show's just grown and grown. It's been great. And to see people like you and be part of the podcast and everything. So appreciate the opportunity. So on the color kinetic side, we've got some exciting new products. Launched a couple of products this year that are showcasing our new 5-color system that makes great high-quality white light as well as color. I mean, we are Color Kinetics. It's right in our name. It's what people know us for. But we find a lot of clients want that sort of traditional, conventional white light look as well. So we've been on a 2-decade journey to try to create fixtures that can do great white light as well as color. And I think we've finally gotten there with our new system, which is a combination of red and green and a deep blue, but also amber and a 4,000 Kelvin white. So we can really cover a lot of the spectrum of not just color, but white as well. So
that's
excited
awesome
to show that off.
Yeah, I love. I've had a chance to see it firsthand. We've installed a couple already, so I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic product. So what's sort of new on the control side? Anything?
Nothing new. We have started supporting streaming ACN as an input. We don't manufacture any controllers that output streaming ACN, but we've always been very excited to support standards in the control industry. So we wanted to open that up. So yeah, all of our systems now support streaming ACN as an input from whatever the vendor might be. As a luminaire guy, I try to stay, a little bit control agnostic. But we think, controls is the key to everything.
Yeah,
right?
I do love that. I've been advocating for that for years for you guys. It's like, I mean, as much as I love Kynet, it's still, right?
Yeah, we're happy to finally have a standard for, data over Ethernet and, always looking to expand that.
Nice.
So it's an exciting sort of change for us over the past year.
So how was the show this morning with the designer-only hours? How did you guys find that?
I thought it was great. I think some of the feedback over the past couple of years, the show has become very popular, very crowded. So it was great to have some dedicated time where the designers could come around, see our products, have those one-on-one discussions with us, set up follow-on meetings if we need to do that. So I thought it was very popular. I think, we got a lot out of it as well.
That's awesome. Did it feel less crowded up in the hall?
Definitely. First day at LEDucation is always the most crowded.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been crowded this afternoon, but that's also great. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of buzz. This shows the lighting industry is going strong on all fronts.
Yeah, Webster and I were commenting on that this morning, that even down here, last year, this lobby was so packed. Everyone was like, you were backed all the way. You couldn't move an inch in this lobby during badge check-in because there were just so many people. And it seemed like that designer-only hours for those 2 hours or so really helped sort of thin out the crowd, right? It wasn't so crazy down here, and then at 11, as things picked up, it still never got to the type of levels it was before.
I agree. And I think it's also exciting that this has become somewhat of a national show. Like, I've seen people that we work with at Color Kinetics from all over the United States. So it's great to have not just the great New York market has, come, but, from all across the country.
And it does seem to see that, we see that across everything now. It does seem like this show has really picked up as sort of the show. And it's not, I think it's a little more accessible for some people. Cost-wise, I think it's much more accessible for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It can feel really crowded and cramped because everyone's booths are much, much smaller. These aren't these big, massive booths like you have at some of the other trade shows. But it's also, it opens up a lot of possibilities for other groups who you don't normally see at any other show, right? They try to make this show equitable for everyone and try to make sure that anyone who wants to be here, to show their product and offer their services can, which I think is great.
Yeah, I think that's always been LEDucation's goal, is to make it equal, no matter the size of your company.
Yep.
You can have a space here, you can show your products. There's a lot of, publications and other, initiatives on the side that have tables to talk to, so it's been great, and they do educational talks and all that stuff. So yeah, LEDucation's a great show.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. Awesome. Tom, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate you talking to us.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't checked out some of the newest products from CK, make sure you do that. And absolutely check out our sponsor, RepSpec AI. If you need AI generation tools, or if you don't even know what they are, but you want to check out AI generation tools for your submittal and spec packages, absolutely check it out. Save yourself hours of time. Thanks so much.